My name is Alexa Espinal, and I'm from New York City. I recently came to Mississippi 4 months ago to teach. I'm teaching middle school art, so I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It's been 8 weeks now, and it was interesting being a young person, right? Because I'm obviously very young, and coming from New York City, and then asserting this kind of power, and being in this place where you are not really connected to the culture. Plus, like, I don't necessarily, I am a colored person, but don't racially identify with, they still don't know what I am. And trying to, where you, in the state, it's kind of very black and white. And the in-between is strange. And for students, it's hard for them to gauge that. So it's my second week of school. I'm still figuring out how to navigate this new realm that I'm in, right? This new place, new position. And I have to walk all the students in a line to the bathroom, so there's some waiting time. And as other students are using the bathroom, these two students break out in a fight, kind of. Not a fight, but just like a tiff between the two. And they're like, "You're gay, you're gay, you're gay." And I was just like, how do I address this, knowing that if I can get fired for being gay in Mississippi, which is like a huge thing. And then on top of that, knowing that there's like this like religious thing, how do I then say anything about it? But I knew that I had to say something. Something needed to be said. So I was like, we're not going to speak about being gay in a negative way because it's not negative, and we're not going to use that word in that kind of way. We're not going to use that language. And this one kid kind of straightened up, looks forward, and he's like, okay, I'm not going to do it. And then this other student blurts out, well, no, it's a sin. Being gay is a sin. It's wrong. And I didn't know what to say at that point. And I just knew that I couldn't push too much, especially it's my second week. Like, I'm not trying to cause like huge waves either. And I was just kind of like, well, we're not using that word in a negative way, and kind of just shut it down there. So he just straightened up, and we ended up going back to the classroom. Time passes on, and I still hear it every now and again in the hallway. And the first time I saw maybe like a small light was this one kid decided to say it in my classroom. The word comes up again, and these two boys start saying, "You're gay, you're gay." And all I did was give a look. And this one student says, "We're not using that type of language." And I was like, yeah, that's amazing. And I'm planting a seed, and it's something's happening, right? There's going to be change, and it's just going to take some time. I think it's important to always respect where people come from and understand that everybody has a different background, has different beliefs. And so the only way to really create any type of change is to meet them where they are. Meet them with what they know, and try to not change the way that they think, but maybe change the framing of what they've seen, especially when you're dealing with young students, right? So by not reprimanding him in a kind of way, or saying like, you're wrong, just saying that's not the word to use. We're not using that word in a negative way, and that word isn't negative. And hopefully students will feel a lot more comfortable. Any students that are maybe struggling with sexual identity, that they can see that they can come to me. I'm an ally. I'm someone that they can speak to.